And appropriately after a day of cup shocks, our dip into the archives this week features another one, all the way back to 1975. But now, with a look back at yesterday's extraordinary cup feats, here's John Helm.
And these were the scenes at Saltergate after the most famous victory in Chesterfield history, a 1-0 triumph over Nottingham Forest. Chairman Norton Lee was naturally ecstatic.
I'm delighted for the manager, for the team and for the town, and of course for all our board that to this achievement today is something that, well, you just can't describe.
There were shocks elsewhere too. Second Division Wrexham followed up their defeat of West Ham by knocking out Trevor Francis's Birmingham City. Could it be Chesterfield against Wrexham for a place in the semi-finals?
We don't mind who it is. We don't obviously want Wrexham, because Wrexham's are good friends of ours, and Wrexham, we already played them last week, and we never do particularly well against Wrexham, but it doesn't matter.
Well, it certainly won't be Leeds United. Having dispatched Arsenal, they came a cropper against First Division Portsmouth. 8 or 9 of my players had an off day, said Leeds boss George Graham. Well, now it's back to John for the nationwide league action.
Well, it was all a bit of a struggle for Barnsley in their blue away strip once Charlton had taken a first-minute lead through 18-year-old Kevin Nichols. A day he'll remember for years to come, a goal on his first-team debut. It wasn't until 2 minutes after half-time that Barnsley were back on terms, thanks to a dreadful blunder by Charlton's Andy Pedersen. Exactly why he completely missed the ball, only he will know. John Hendry still had plenty to do, but he did it superbly. But with a couple of minutes left, Charlton looked to have spared Pedersen's blushes. Sean Newton did well to get his cross in, and the referee ruled that Jason Lee's header had crossed the line before David Watson pulled it away. Barnsley may not have agreed, but they weren't complaining when, in similar circumstances, the referee awarded Hendry his second goal in injury time. Again a close decision, this time in their favour, a valuable point in Barnsley's push towards the Premiership.
Grimsby are desperate for points, and it showed in the way they took the game to Huddersfield in the first half at Blundell Park. John Oster setting up the opener for Tommy Widdrington after just 5 minutes. Kenny Swain was urging his players to concentrate as half-time approached, but the warning went unheeded as Town equalised. Rob Edwards' cross glanced on for Marcus Stewart to pounce his first goal in 5 injury-ravaged months. Within a minute of the resumption, Brian Horton's side had turned the game upside down, a goal purely attributable to the tenacity of Edwards, who just kept on going and scored with an unstoppable shot. Grimsby deserved some reward though, and they got it, thanks to another excellent strike from the rapidly improving Jack Lester. The final shot, too good for Steve Francis, and the final score, Grimsby Town 2, Huddersfield Town 2.